Our next guest is
a little early.
That's okay.
Sue Mittermaier, who is part of the group that does Friends of Manchester Trees. Welcome, Sue.
Thank you so much.
It's great to have
Thanks
you
for joining
on.
us.
Thank you. Yeah, we're at GetRootedManchester.org.
You just need to speak right
thank
directly
you.
into the mic.
Okay. So if you're interested in finding out more information, you can follow us on Instagram there, or check out our website, which is in a little need of update, but yeah, that's how it is.
That's okay. So I was going to say, so right off the top, for those who aren't familiar with the organization, just sort of
Absolutely.
give us the A to Z on what you do.
I'll do my best. So Friends of Manchester Trees was started back in 1973. It was in light of the Dutch elm's blight that happened here in town and then all over the country, and just took down some of our most majestic trees. And a group of citizens got together privately and said, we need to do something about this and fix the situation, replant and regroup and figure out how to restore this beautiful tree canopy that we're enjoying today. So they incorporated in '74, and we've been operational for these last 45 years, planting trees, kind of the only tree planting game in town, if you will.
That's great. Yeah. That's great. Tell me about some of the work that you're doing with the town for the town common.
So at the moment, there was money approved to redraft the town common, and so we have just been consulting with them about the plans and trying to save a couple of the more majestic trees that were still on the town common, and make sure that that's all part of the plan. So we've had a couple of Board of Selectmen's meetings and other meetings that took place prior to that to make sure that that it's going to be aesthetically pleasing, very healthy, but still fulfill that remit of keeping as many trees as we can.
So other than advocacy, what other types of hands-on work is being done?
So we've in the past done a lot of tree inventories to see what kinds of the diversity of the trees that we have here, how many we have on the street, and we work with the DPW to make sure that the trees are maintained properly. Again, trying to raise a little bit more money and awareness on that front. But predominantly we're tree planting and then educational side as well. So we've been working with the green team at the local high school. Yeah, they're really fantastic.
They're doing
Mr.
great
Gray and the students there. They've actually set up a 3-season greenhouse, and we've given them 30 root balls that they're going to grow up and then distribute among the town. Yeah.
So I know that I get a little nervous when I hear a chainsaw.
Yes.
Because that means that somebody's cutting down a tree.
Exactly.
And I love trees. I try to make sure that I don't cut them down unless it's necessary, right? But what about tree policy in Manchester?
So just to come to your first statement, so we have a couple of, I guess I like to call them tree ambassadors, or really street advocates. So in particular, we have David and Irma Kale on Lincoln Street, and they have been strong advocates over the last few years. Whenever that chainsaw comes out, then they're the first to say, please don't do that, stop, and try and halt any process there. And then we have the Lambs that have come out on Lincoln Street, on Pine, and we're trying to plant a slew of pear trees on Pine Street. So in light of all of that, we're working with the town to create a tree policy, a tree protection policy, so that it's very clear for vendors that are coming to work in town where the boundaries are for public trees to make sure they don't take them down.
Awesome.
That's great. It's so important. It's so important.
So why are you so passionate about this to begin with?
I honestly, I think I came to it first from the aesthetic and just feeling good walking underneath a tree canopy. I have an interest in just the look of it, especially. And then now, in light of climate change and all that we're seeing in our changes in temperature, the way the waters are flowing after a big rainfall and so on, carbon sequestration, stormwater storage and so on, it just feels like absolutely the right thing to do. And we're in a coastal town. So I really want to protect this beautiful area.
Yeah,
the time is right.
Absolutely.
Well, Sue Mittermaier, President, Friends of Manchester Trees, and it's Get Rooted?
GetRootedManchester.org.
GetRootedManchester.org. Thank you so much for being on Now We're Here, and good luck with everything.
Thank you for having us, and good luck with everything. Congratulations to you as well on the show. It's wonderful.
Thank you, Sue.
We'll see you again, Sue.